Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Solomon again, back with another video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comment section. And today, breaking news, breaking news. You know, today is football news. This is breaking news, and the breaking news is that Bruno Guimarães is being linked with Arsenal. That's just it. Big up everybody. Don't forget to smash your like on your way in. And this is going to be a calling show, so I'm going to post the link now so that we can get into the talking. We want to do the talking. I'm going to be sending the link up there, pinning the link on the chat now, and I want you to get it. Bruno Guimarães is being linked to Arsenal. Honestly, I don't believe it's going to happen. I just want to know, guy, how you doing? Let me just let me just quickly add the link on it. We have to talk. What is going on at Newcastle at the moment? Newcastle looks all over the place. You know, uh no intro, nothing. Just here, it's me, man. so, sorry, bro. It's my guy from the lane. Don't worry, it's going to be your time. Let me just first of all, I need to put you up on this. You need to I need to get your say on this. Eh? What is going on with Newcastle? Really, I can't. Okay, you're about to go to the gym. No problem. Have fun at the gym. But right now, I really need to know what's wrong with Newcastle. They're about to lose Tonali. They're about to lose Bruno Guimarães. Are they going to allow this to happen? I really want to know. You're going to be on your radio. That's good. Okay, good. Anyway, you can always drop your watch, but let me know what's your take on in the comment section. Really, Bruno Guimarães is also leaving. What do you think? What exactly do you think? The breaking news is that Bruno Guimarães, as and Arsenal is among the link. Really want to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section. So I'm going to paste the link there because I didn't really believe I never planned to do any stream this evening. I think it was just the news and the audio news that just broke, and I felt like I should just discuss with guys. So big up yourself, guy from the link. I know you're going to the gym, but I really want to know what I want to know what you feel about that. Let me just make sure that the stream is proper because I didn't actually do everything I was supposed to prepare when it comes to the stream. I just got the news and I want to hear because I've been thinking that a lot of things is going on right now in the whole transfer market space. Newcastle, Newcastle fire sale, mate. No one likes the north. It's cold. It's rainy. The food is, and women look like they are under the bridge. Really? Are you telling me that that's how it looks like? I don't. I really need somebody to give me a second thought on that. Do you think Newcastle is that way? I believe Newcastle Newcastle will be a nice place. The Merseyside will be. Is it in the north? I think it should be a good place. Is it that terrible? I would like to know. So let me just get everything that needs to be done set for the channel, and I will tell you where I got the news from because I don't even know. The news is just breaking everywhere right now. It's just Arsenal are in for it, and considering the fact that they're about to sell Tonali, I don't see the world where they allow both go in this transfer window. I don't understand what is going on at the moment. I don't know what is going on in Newcastle. Honestly, I don't know. And let me just I'm having issue. Bro, the only thing good is the birds when birds wearing mini skirts. Oh yeah. Guy, you started this again. You're about to turn the whole stream upside down now. We want to talk about it. You're not allowing me to concentrate. Wait, what you're doing there. Things is not, most of them can't fit into a let alone a mini skirt. Come on, come on. At this point, you are taking a piece. I feel you are taking a piece. I think you're taking a piece. You're taking a piece. But big up yourself every damn time. The link is already in the comments, so I'm going to actually be pinning the link to the comment now, and I'm going to actually go into the news proper. I'm going to go into the news proper. Yeah, the link has been pinned there, and I think that one is there. The link has been pinned for me to know what's going on. Let me see. Like but really, why is this going? Notice the clubs that have money now that claim they have money, they are the ones selling their players. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea is selling. They claim they are buying, but I don't even see what they are buying. They claim they are buying, but I can't see what they are buying. Newcastle look all over the place right now. And I don't know. I got off the stream with Robert, and Robert told me probably maybe because no, Patrick said it was because of the fact that Eddie Howe, everybody wants to leave and the rest of them. But I don't see the reason why they are kind of selling everyone at the moment. Honestly, yeah, but honestly, though, Newcastle are doing a fire sale. I don't know why, though. Honestly, it's shocking. In fact, that is the cause of my stream, really. That is the cause of this stream because I'm not expecting them. I don't know. They're selling everyone. Honestly, you're right. They're selling everyone. Everyone at the moment. They are selling everyone. I wasn't prepared to do a stream until, Robert just called me and told me that, okay, how much will we be willing to pay? Now, like, let me ask you, guy, how much do you think Bruno Guimarães? He has 2 years on his contract. 2 years on his contract. How much do you think is worth? I would like to know how much do you think Bruno Guimarães is worth? Because I'm going to okay, let me just try to find the news out now. Let me just try to find out the news now. Bruno Guimarães. Okay, let me I think X will be my fastest place to get to bring the info up the screen now. Let me see. But how much do you think he will worth now at the moment? Think of everybody that's watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know. Let me just hear you. Honestly, you can call in also and let's discuss. I think I have to share this with. I think I need to discuss with. I need to see. Let me try to get some of my guys on. Let me reach out because honestly, how much does Bruno Guimarães? How much do you think is worth at the moment? How much do you think Bruno Guimarães is worth? Because right now Newcastle is they are moving mad. Let me just get it about um okay, guy. Let me see. They're gonna be. Let me see. They are gonna try to get 100 mils for him. I would value okay plus contract at. Thank you. This was what I told. This was what I told Robert. I told Robert too. I said I would believe that with 3 years on his contract, it should be like 70 to 80 mil. But if the contract was more. I didn't even know the contract was that. It was just 2 years. I said if the contract is more, maybe they could get over 100. But right now, with 2 years on this contract, I don't think anybody will be willing to pay the 100. I think if they get the 70 or 80, I think that would be fair enough. But I think this Robert said they are expecting more than Isak. That was what he told me that in the stream. He said they are more than it, that he is expecting them to get more than the required for Isak. And that one, I think, is just is pushing his luck. I think with this one, is pushing his luck. Let me reach out to the other guys. Okay. Let me just be quick. Let me reach out to. Let me reach out to. Let me just reach out to my guys so everybody can get this up, right? Yeah, but Robert is high on his own supply with money rate. Like, look, this is it. He actually believes. No, to be honest, I think he's worth over 100 right now. If you are selling the likes of Elliot Anderson for that price, like if you're selling the likes of Elliot Anderson for the price that they are quoting for Elliot Anderson now, I think Bruno Guimarães is worth over 100 million, considering his record and what he can do. But right now, I just feel nobody will want to pay that amount because of the because of his contract. I think his contract is down, and and Newcastle is not actually an attractive um, um, prospect at the moment, and people will want to leave. So, like you said, guy said, 75 mil. Things is man because Newcastle have more. Okay, Newcastle have overinflated the market. People will have to cough up. Yeah, of course, yeah, that's the point. The market is so mad now that you can't blame anybody for requesting for because any player that is decent like this now is 100 million. Any decent player right now is 100. Would Arsenal really pay that for him though? It seems a bit much considering Arsenal already. Look, this is about Arsenal, right? I don't even think it's a very reasonable buy for us because basically we have the likes of Miles Kelly and Zubimendi already in the squad. Now, Bruno Guimarães will be an upgrade, to be honest, on what we have. If we get him, he will be better than Zubimendi, and also he's better than Miles Kelly. Yes, but the truth of the matter is that coughing that kind of amount of money for Bruno Guimarães, and with the number of players we have in the squad, that particular area is not actually the priority. So I don't see Arsenal spending that amount of money. I think Arsenal, but as we will not lie, this is honestly a very attractive opportunity and a very attractive proposition to Arsenal. I guess they will think about it, but really, I don't know. It's not as if it's that. Zubimendi is not that bad. Though. Zubimendi is not that bad. Let me just tell you, he's not that bad. But the truth of the matter is that let me just put it on. Zubimendi is not that bad. It's just the fact that he got tired. He wasn't used to the tempo of the EPL. He's just not. He's just not on with the old EPL. Playing consistently like that. He's not that bad, boys. Not that bad, but ain't good. Yeah, bro. All right, bro. Just go on. Let me just get this to people across. I'm going to get this across to people. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget, hit the like on your way out. Come on, bro. Hit the likes on your way out. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for joining. I actually will have the story soon. Let me see favor now. Favor. I have to get favor. Favor has to get it. Yeah. So yeah, we are up for the Bruno League now. So let me just try to find the news now. Like I said, I'm going to find the news and we're going to actually talk to you together. I've been able to get across with you guys. Newcastle selling Tonali and what is his name? Tonali and him in this particular window is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. If if you're selling your two players right now at the moment, if you're selling your two best players, selling Tonali and also selling what is his name, you are selling Tonali and this other guy at the moment. I don't think it makes sense. I don't think it makes sense. I don't understand. Um, yeah, I think Patrick is there. Oh, okay. Let me get that. Yo, bro,
Hello.
what's up?
Not too bad, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. Patrick. I didn't know that this was happening until I got the news. It was this Bruno's news that actually made me
Yeah.
come online actually. But like we were saying the other time, I don't think this is a very good looks on Newcastle. I don't see Newcastle. Although I don't even. I don't. I believe it's just Bruno Guimarães agent trying to pull something off here. They are trying to do something. They are trying to do something fun here. Because basically, I don't see Newcastle sanctioning that transfer.
We always say that about players, though. Oh, this is just a move to get them new contracts and all this stuff. But what happens if it's not? What happens if Arsenal do come in with like real intent of saying, hey, yo, I think we want him at Arsenal. And then it's like, and then the agent goes up to the guys and say, oh, we've just got this news that Arsenal want to talk to Bruno Guimarães. And it's like, okay, we'll get the new contract in. And it's like, no. Arsenal are being serious about this. And then Guimarães just says, right, if Arsenal would come calling, I'd rather go there. Premier League champions, FA Cup, Premier League champions,
Champions League finalist.
Yeah, he would, you know what I mean? And then Newcastle will say, oh yeah, 100 and whatever money they can pull down. But then Guimarães could be like, you really think I'm going to let you go for 100 mil? I feel like Newcastle have walked themselves into a corner here. And they've always have been. Since Isak, the entire foundation of we will not be bullied to sell is gone. It's gone. Because Isak's gone for like 130. You know, you brought in Walter Marler for 80 and he ain't been doing well. You get hijacked for Ekatike. You know what I mean? That's far too. If I was a Newcastle fan, I'd be pissed.
Like but they can force him not to leave. They can force him. They can make sure that he doesn't leave. They can do what they want to keep him to make sure he doesn't leave.
They could put a gun to Bruno's head and say, "Listen, you ain't going anywhere." But then Bruno Guimarães can do a Matrix style, dodge the bullet and leave. That's how bad it can get.
But why the fire? But the question is, why is the fire sale though? Why is the fire sale? Why the fire sale? They're selling, and they have money. We're sure they have money. But why are they selling?
One simple reason, anyhow. I genuinely think Eddie Howe is the problem. I genuinely think it's Eddie Howe.
But they can get rid of Eddie Howe instead of getting rid of their players. I think they can't sack Eddie Howe. And you know, I'm sorry. I love Eddie Howe personally. Maybe not for my club. I used to rate him when he was at Bournemouth. I used to rate him, and I wish he was the manager we got then. But the truth of the matter is that if he was the problem, I don't see the reason why you keep selling, because losing Tonali, apart from what they've lost before, losing Tonali and losing Bruno Guimarães, definitely, we are talking about relegation things here. Or people, what do you think? We're talking about relegation things here.
1 second. Who is Bruno linked to?
Arsenal.
He was linked to Arsenal.
Oh. Okay. First of all, yeah. That's what you lot get for ending up selling Isak to Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying.
You're taking a piece. At this point, you're just trying to throw.
Nah, that actually started the whole thing. If you lot stood your ground and didn't sell him until like January or something, then it would be different. But now he knows he can kick up a fuss if he wants to, and then still end up leaving. Like Isak literally trained alone and still ended up moving in the same window.
So you think he set the precedent? You think he set the precedent?
It's not Isak that set the precedent. It was Newcastle. Newcastle let him go. If Newcastle said no, they could have still been paying him. They could have said, "Cool, we'll still pay your wages, but you're not going anywhere until we're ready for you to go." But Newcastle saw the money and said, "Oh, okay, we're gonna take the 150," which is a good business deal, yeah. But it now creates a problem for your big players. that okay, if they want to go, they can go.
I'm still just wondering. Considering the fact
So I
that they
don't.
are owned by someone who is very, very rich, they are owned by one of the
The thing
richest
here,
clubs.
the thing with Newcastle is they're a big club in England, yes, but in the grand scheme of things, they're a big club away from the rest. They're like in between the traditional top six and the best of the rest, basically, and that's where the problem comes.
Mm.
Nah. You think Newcastle's bigger than Aston Villa?
I don't think they're bigger than Aston Villa, but they're in a similar bracket to Aston Villa in terms of actual
Nah.
popularity in the country.
No. Just because they got the Saudi money, they think they're really big bollocks. But all in all, they're like.
No, but they've been big. They've been big. They've won titles.
Exactly.
They've won titles.
Yeah,
To
but that
me-
was like before we were born.
Well, yeah, but that's the same thing with Villa.
Yeah, but we've
That's the
seen
same
Villa
thing
win
with
the
it.
Europa League
Well, that's last year.
this year.
Well, last season technically. This year, last season, same thing. Up until that, previously, yeah, obviously the Carabao Cup isn't the same as the Europa League, but
but go on.
it's quite interesting.
No, it's
quite
just the fact that they think they're Superman, but as soon as you show the kryptonite, they just fall ill. That's it.
See, yeah.
That's it. Newcastle think they're this, that, and another, and say, "Oh, no player will leave."
Your owners, they have money and they want to win stuff. However, when they're given the choice between the money and and to win, if the money makes sense, they'll take it. Because after all, it is a business after all, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. But where does Newcastle go from here? That's the big question. If they lose Tonali and Bruno in this window, where do they go? They can't afford another hijack.
Hello?
Hello. I think
Yeah,
he's frozen.
yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say the grounds in which City owners came in and Newcastle ones.
Yeah.
City's not had a lot more leeway in terms of how they spend than how the Newcastle ones can.
Yeah, but
Without
that's
too much repercussions.
Yeah, but that's just nuts, though. The fact that they say, "Oh, PSR." Yeah, you have to
There's
realise
PSR now.
that Newcastle's
There's
been in the
PSR now
Champions
because
League.
yeah, but you lot have been in the Champions League, I think, 2 times in the last 4 seasons or so. So
in our current trend, in our 4 years with the 4 years with the owners, we have been in the Champions League twice, but I don't count the 22-23 season because that was done under Roman. I'm talking now. They've been in the Champions League once.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, you picked that up away.
But that's the thing. You lot being in the Champions League is also a whole different situation in terms of this PSR stuff, because the Premier League has their own and the Champions League also has their own stipulations as well. And that's where the issue comes in.
Oh, nah. Newcastle think. Hello.
Yeah.
Like Newcastle think that the owners keep pushing the PSR train. They keep pushing it every season, saying we can't sell this player, we can't buy this player because of PSR. Yeah, you have to think, considering they were in the Champions League twice, the fact they won the Carabao Cup, all the money that they've got from the Premier League as well. They can spend, and they've got the richest owners in the world. And you're telling me they can't spend?
I don't think they have the richest. City still does, but City can't spend this. Well, City can spend and they have been spending. But however, that's the issue.
It's just
That's the issue. You lot get Champions League one season and you're not in it the next season. They can't necessarily just keep on spending.
I think Newcastle has to.
Because then if you make Champions League the following season without the right numbers, that's an issue there.
Newcastle need to fix the team. They've got half of the players that were still there from the close relegation. 22.
I was shocked that you still had people that Lascelles on your
Exactly. They had like Lascelles. Who else did they have? They had like, who was that other one that they had? Miggy, Almiron. They had like players from the Mike Ashley era that apparently was not good enough for Newcastle.
Yeah, and I swear it was just last season, the season before last, that you lot got rid of Target as well.
Yeah, I'm a Chelsea supporter. But I get the point. Newcastle. I don't get Newcastle. They're a weird bunch. To
be honest with you, it's a situation where the club is big. It can attract the foreign players based on where they typically finish and the actual visibility that the player can get. But then to keep them long term into an actual project would be an issue. That's what Newcastle is suffering from.
I just think like Newcastle are one of those teams where they are a big club, but the moment like another big team comes in for their player or something, they've just got no choice.
Yeah, that is it. They are a stepping stone club. Like they'll give the player enough visibility to actually show that they can perform in the Premier League. And then if the player is good enough, they'll go into a different big team or they'll go abroad. Just like Gordon.
Exactly.
Just like Gordon. Gordon has performed well for the past 3-4 seasons, and now Barcelona's got him after having Rashford on loan for the whole year.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, at Arsenal, up until last season, I was taking Gordon, but after seeing what he done last season, I wasn't sure. Yeah, he's a good player, but nah, he's very similar to what Arsenal got on that wing as well. Anyway,
like,
so
you're an Arsenal fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
What do you think about it, Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal?
He's the type of player we kind of need. Is he much better than Zubimendi? Barely.
He's better than Norgard.
Oh, he's definitely better than Norgard, but that's not even the player that I want to compare him to, because obviously if he comes
Arsenal, I know, but you get the point. Like, those are like your three main CDMs at this point. Why?
Exactly.
Norgard.
Exactly. So if he replaces Zubimendi in the starting lineup, obviously Zubimendi is going to replace Norgard in the backup lineup or whatever. So obviously that's a stronger team generally, but it depends. Is he really better than Zubimendi?
No.
I can argue no, because my personal point of view is that Zubimendi faded based on it being his first season in such intensity.
Mm.
But from the start up until about three quarters of the season, we can argue. I could argue he was Arsenal's signing of the season. Some people say it's the left back in Capi that's on loan. I don't think so. I think Zubimendi was the signing of the season, but he faded towards the end, probably because of the mileage he had to do.
Like, if I was a spider in the dressing room spying on this whole Arsenal thing, you don't really need to bolster that midfield. You don't
yes
need
and
to
no.
You don't need
Yes,
to because you got Rice, Zubimendi, and Odegaard. Those three
no, yeah, that's
propel
the
you.
thing, though. That's the thing. We kind of do and we kind of don't. We have many players that can replace anyone in there.
Yeah.
However, when Erdegaard goes out, yeah, and Eze
Yeah.
comes in, as much as I love Eze is not Erdegaard. They're very different styles, very different styles from both of them. And that's where maybe someone like Bruno Guimarães comes in, which then frees up Eze to perform in the centre attacking mid spot.
You can literally, if I know you would never play like a 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, but if you ever did a 4-2-3-1, I would definitely see. If you did a 4-3-3, I could definitely see your three holding midfielders. Definitely Bruno, Rice, and Zubimendi. Yeah, your midfield would be the best midfield there because I really just.
And exactly, if someone like Bruno is a lot more
Did I
closer
just say? Did I just?
in terms of a create in terms of creative style, he's much more closer to Erdegaard than what's his name than
Zubi?
than Eze
Eze.
than Eze. However,
Did you guys?
he doesn't run. He actually doesn't run the ball like Erdegaard. So that's where the issue would be. Erdegaard will pick up the ball and dribble forward sometimes. Guimarães won't really do that. He would either try to buy a foul or he would pass first time. Yeah, we need that kind of player, but in terms of creativity, that's not really gonna cut it either. So that's where maybe he comes in for that first time pass, which then creates a space for someone like Eze to then perform in the center attacking.
Yeah.
The thing is here. If you guys are talking about Bruno Guimarães, Declan Rice, and Zubimendi, that midfield looks stiff to me. I still think we need the likes of. We need somebody like we can't just play the three of them. The midfield will look very rigid.
That's the thing. I don't think all three will play at the same time. That's where it is.
They can never play at the same time. That's ultra negative. In fact, that is ultra negative.
Unless it's a situation where Arteta says, okay, cool, this game we're going to counter attack, which maybe he'll play Martinelli and Madueke, and then first time over the top balls, whatever. But apart from that, Arsenal will not stick to those three in midfield.
That's not a good combo at all. I will not lie. That's
even as
not
much
a
as
good combo
Arteta
at all. I will not lie.
even as much as Arteta is famed for his alleged style of being passive or whatever. That combination, I don't think he would play it if there isn't a need to.
To me, it even does not make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
Another thing we have to think about though is Bruno. Newcastle play him as a sort of defensive role, but also drifts. Brazil plays him a bit higher up, if they can. Like he actually joins as a cam. That's another thing, but in terms of his actual style of play, he's not a cam.
You mean Bruno Guimarães, right?
Yeah, he's not a cam. He's a centre mid, similar to Rice without Rice's running power. He's a centre mid. He's a centre mid, not a cam, and he's not a cam, and he's not a defensive mid either. He's a pure centre mid.
But let me ask you guys. Do you think it's fair though that Newcastle has so much money and they can't spend? What do you generally think should be done, Patrick? I want to do you think clubs should be allowed to spend whatever they have, or I want to get your stance concerning this, or it should be, do you think it's fair for Newcastle to have so much money and they're not able to spend them?
I think it's unfair on other clubs because obviously we've seen Everton, Forest, and Leicester in that all get handicapped by the PSR, losing points and getting docked points because they went over budget and they lost some budget. But then you got to realise that with I get the whole Big Six mafia, whatever we want to call ourselves, but I think there needs to be a balance. Because if Chelsea and Arsenal can spend 100 million on Declan Rice and Caicedo, there needs to be a leeway for other clubs to spend like at least 70, 80 million on players that they need for their club. Because we just seen it, Villa's in the Champions League, and they're scared of touching the money because if they get done by PSR or whatever the new format is, and they're willing to get rid of Morgan Rogers. And like Newcastle, not in the Champions League, they had a wretched season, but they have to sell Bruno Guimarães and Tonali just to keep the lights on. It baffles me.
Okay, let me counter that. Yeah, when Arsenal signed Rice, yeah, we signed him for 105 roughly. But if you look at the rest of the transfers in that window, I don't think that we went over 150. And other clubs,
I think Rice was your most expensive that season.
Huh?
I think Rice was your most expensive that season.
Yeah, he was, but also we didn't sign many players up until the point of say, okay, we spent 200 million in that window.
Yeah.
But when you look at other clubs at the start of the season, look at Sunderland last season, recently promoted, they spent over 100 million. But they spent it on different players, similar to Arsenal. But Arsenal only signed Declan Rice, and then we got, I think that season we got Raya on loan. Then I think that was the same season we signed. Was that the same season we signed? I think that's the same season we signed Havertz from ULOT.
Yeah, 23, 24, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we did spend quite a bit. However, when you look at the overall amount that we spent that time, it wasn't really as much as people claim. I think ULOT signed Caicedo.
Caicedo, yeah, 23, 24, the same time as you.
In the summer, and then you signed
Gusto, Disasi.
Yeah, but Gusto, I think Gusto and them they were about 20 odd million, and then but you ended up signing
Jackson
Fernandez. I think you ended up.
Yeah, it was 23 for Fernandez.
So he made 100 million plus signing twice in back-to-back season, which is really unheard of normally. And I think before that as well, he signed Mudryk for about 100 as well. So
this was when Chelsea was scattering on.
Chelsea have actually done a lot of nonsense in the transfer market. You guys have done a lot of nonsense in the transfer market, honestly. Chelsea, Patrick, you guys are criminal. You guys are criminal.
Hold on. You're calling me a criminal, yeah? When you
guys are criminal.
When we went into the Club World Cup, we made half of the money back that we spent on transfers that season.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Stop
not from that Club World Cup. You did not.
Yeah, we did.
1 second.
We made it to the semi-finals. We made it to the final, and in that time, we paid off João Pedro and Gittins transfers just like that.
How much was the winning amount for the Club World Cup? That
100 and something million.
Wait. Okay. Total earnings, $100 and something million. That's about 80 to 90 million pounds.
Oh yeah, do the maths now. Make it balance. Do the maths.
The actual prize money for actually winning it was $40 million. Obviously, through the tournament, you get paid per round you get to as well.
Win, yeah.
So that's what ended up making $100 and something million. So about between 84 and 92 million pounds. So it's not as much as you lot actually make it out to be.
But I'm just saying we paid off João Pedro and getting transfers just like that. I read when we made it to the semis.
Okay, you paid those João
But-
Pedros and thingies transfers. What about Casados and what's his name?
Oh,
Enzo.
we already paid off those two, I think. We're fine.
How?
But it still doesn't stop the fact that you guys did a lot of shit in the in transfer market. You guys actually bought and you gave them death sentence again. 7 years, 9 years, 10 years.
Solomon, you think I haven't noticed that we spend whatever on shit? I can name you nearly 5 players in that team that we spent under the Bowley Clear Lake era. I could tell you their shit right away. Delap. Yeah. Hodin. Yeah, maybe a free transfer, but he deserves to be in the Gulag as well. Hodin. Yeah. Who else deserves to be there? Who else? Robert Sanchez in the Gulag.
Bro, Sanchez will be. Bro,
Sanchez was even fair. It's fair.
No. This was the most disrespectful comparison last season. They were comparing him to Raya.
Modric, where that was money wasted.
No, the Modric one is. We don't even get for that Modric one.
He may not or may not have smoked the token, and smoked the token, passed away to somebody else next to him. Passed to Dutchy. So I can't really. We've just wasted money on him. So but actually, not have a new name for him right now. Mikhailo Drugric. Yeah, Mikhailo Drugric. Never mind.
Are you still expecting that guy to play for you, Seth, Patrick? Are you expecting him to still play for our Chelsea?
He won't play.
No. Modric's done. Modric is done.
To be honest with you, I don't think there's any coming back for a player that gets banned for that long at a club.
No.
However, your left wingers are no better.
I told you.
That's the craziest part.
The only players that have been good for Chelsea under this Bowley ownership, right?
And have you thought about this? Yeah, you listed many players, yeah, but you did not list this guy that you bought the same last season. You didn't list Garnacho. You didn't list what's his name, Gittins.
Well, first of all, Gittins. Hang on. You can mention Gittins, but you do not mention the devil's name. You do not mention Lord Voldemort. Yeah, that's the name I do not want to hear. Yeah, that you mentioned him has got me triggered. Yeah, I don't need that blonde beach ball sitting. I'm just a chill guy on the advertising hoardings. Motherfucker, at my football club. Get him gone. Get him gone. We'll give him to you for free. We'll give it to
you. What, yeah?
Nah, bro, we have Martinelli already.
Yeah, you don't need Martinelli anymore.
Wait. When you guys are selling all your players, I've asked you before, how do you expect your new manager, Xabi Alonso, to cope? If you sell Enzo now, what else is left? Barcelona, and I heard that Barcelona are trying to get João Pedro. If Barcelona come for João Pedro and you sell it, that Chelsea is writing clear. In fact, it's clear lake. You are actually clearing the lake.
Right.
You are clearing the blue lake.
Right. So here's the thing. Xabi Alonso is our manager. He has final say on who stays and who goes. Okay. Next thing. You really think 2 broke clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona want Enzo Fernandez and João Pedro respectively? Yeah. With the fact that Mbappe, Trent, who else has gone there for free? You can name countless of Real Madrid players that have gone there for free. Barcelona.
Well, that's what we're saying. So, have you seen them spend though? Have you seen them spend? You've not seen them spend, so you don't know how much they've got in the bank account.
Because they don't want to say.
They don't want to say, but that doesn't mean they can't buy who they want. Look at Barcelona. Barcelona's gone for Alvarez. They've gone for Alvarez and allegedly put in a 150 million euro bid.
Yeah, but
so you're telling me 150 euro bid will not get João Pedro?
Mate, I do not want João Pedro to go, but actually, no.
You don't want him to go, but they can get him.
Do you guys
That's the
want
difference.
Do you guys want Malagusto? Well, that's 75 million quid, please.
What do we need Malagusto for? Please help me. Favor, what do we need Malagusto for? What do we need Gusto for?
No. I'm just saying, for anyone in the chat, if you're a rival club, if you want Malagusto, Chelsea board set him up for 75 bags. Okay?
75 million quid for a player that finished 10th.
Hang on. Bruno Guimarães for Labi and Costa. Actually, no. Take Achimpong out. Leave Labi and Gusto 100 mil. Actually, no. Why are we paying you 100 mil? We're giving you nearly 3 players, you money grabbing bastard. We'll give you 65 million. 65 million. Yeah, you're already getting a £30 million. You're already getting a £45 million. Gusto was about 40 million. That's your 100 mil right there. Give me Bruno Guimarães for free then.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, like, Favor, how much do you honestly think? Because I and Patrick have discussed this in the previous show, right? In the show that we had with Sport and Nerdy, that's the Newcastle fan. How much do you think Bruno Guimarães is worth, and how much can you pay for him, Favor? How much do you think is worth, and how much would you pay for Bruno Guimarães?
The first question is, how old is Bruno Guimarães?
I think it's 28. Am I mistaken? Am I wrong?
Something like that. Yeah, he's around about that. For a player like him,
Bruno Guimarães' age,
I would say, give or take around 70 million at the maximum. Anything more than that is a risk that's not worth it.
I think
because there's no retail value. Because there's no resale value, and he's not much better than what Arsenal have in his position.
No, I think he's better. No, I think he's better.
He is better, but he's not much better than what they have in the same position. He's not much better than Zubimendi.
He's not much better than Enzo Fernandez.
You're Abba now. Patrick, don't stop being disingenuous.
What do you mean?
Stop being disingenuous.
Look here. Okay. Look here. Here is what we get confused with Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, he scores goals and he has assists.
Yeah.
Apart from that, his actual midfield play or his actual midfield IQ is barely existent.
He's got goals, he's got assists. Here's my disclaimer.
Because of the way you play.
As a person,
because of the way you play.
Yeah, as a person, I don't rate Enzo Fernandez as a person because of what he did a few years ago on a certain bus, which we will not talk about. But goals and assists, he's arguably our best midfielder. He's up there with Caicedo and Enzo were the two untouchables.
I guess in a way, with him, you actually found your replacement for Frank Lampard. In a way. However, in terms of his actual midfield IQ, especially in this current system of football, his defensive play as a midfielder is horrible.
No, as him as a CDM, no. But if I'm not saying Xabi Alonso will, but the fact that he could play him as a 10, play Palmer right because he could play on the right, and then play Enzo as a cam. I would take that.
Look, if Alonso stays true to himself, and plays at 3, Palmer's not playing wide. He's gonna play in the cam, similar to what he did with Bert at Leverkusen.
Yeah. Dortmund.
So he will play just off the right, but there would be a right wing back, and that right wing back should be Gusto, technically speaking.
Oh no, we're getting rid of Gusto. It'll probably be
Well, if
James.
you're getting rid of, if it's James, then you lot are cooked.
No. Hey, whoa, hold on. Hold the phone. Have you not seen Reece James as a wing back when he played under Thomas Tuchel?
Nah, you lot are cooked if it's James. This James, you lot are cooked, bro.
We've got a 21-year-old coming in from Atalanta, which
Atlanta, yeah.
He wants,
Palestrini, is it Palestrini? Is it not Palestrini or something?
Yeah, Palestria or something. He's chatted. Alonso's chatted to him, and he said he's important to what he wants to do. So you know what? If he cooks, he cooks. We've been linked with Lacroix from Crystal Palace.
So he is planning to play a 3 at the back. So James cannot play right wing back. This James cannot play a right wing back, bro.
No, he's going to play James as a centre back.
He'll play him as a centre back or CDM.
I've only just clocked it. If we're going to have a 3 back, we're going to have 2 terrorists and Lacroix in centre back. And if you want to know the terrorists, Tozin and Chalobah. Those are the terrorists.
No, remember, Colwell's back. Remember, Colwell's back.
No, Colwell, fine. We'll get Tozin out of the way first. And then when Chalobah goes to Como and play with Shed Fabregas, we'll get Lacroix in. There you go. Right.
They thought that Chelsea is going to play a Tosin at the back alone. Used to give me joy.
No,
I used to be very happy. Just play Tosin at the back. I am fine.
That's nightmare fuel. Trust me, mate. I'm telling you that if you guys were Chelsea fans and you've seen Tozin all season, you would be throwing across the floor. You'll be throwing.
Funny enough, funny enough, I watch Chelsea a lot, just to watch you not lose. However, between Tosin and Fofana, bro, I'll pick Tosin all day. I would pick Tosin all day between him and Fofana.
No, bro, but I know why you would choose Tosin. I know why you would choose Tosin because he's a terrorist.
Bro, mute yourself. Mute the other one.
Oh, that is some feedback. There we go.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah,
no,
so
I do not like Tozin at all. He's kamikaze, same as Chalobah. Them two are kamikaze.
Bro, you're not even talking about the actual main issue in that place, which is Fofana.
Fofana's mate. All I care, mate. Fofana's got more points than Chelsea had this season. If you know, you know. Okay. Tozin's had more points than Chelsea. If you know, you know. Okay. So I can't really defend Fofana. Yeah.
Literally, he's a walking red card.
He's a walking red card, and he's speeding Gonzalez on the road. Okay. So he's been spending a lot of time on Need for Speed or Forza. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So can you hear me? Let me go through the super chat, right, Patrick? Can you hear me? All right. So Spartan Eddie told me just spoke to you. I think he's talking to you now. And I told you already, but you won't believe me. He said, but the club...
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
I told you it's a glorified friendly. You said it's a lie.
You bowed down.
You said it's a lie. But see it now. Money. I think you can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not better than
let me go to the next one.
Bruno Guimarães won't miss a penalty when it matters. You have him. You won the Champions League because of that comment. Arsenal 200 million.
But there is no way we are paying 200 million for Bruno. He's 28 for crying out loud. I think we're being generous enough.
Zubimendi didn't even take a pen. Why is he catching strays off a penalty?
Zubimendi never took
one. He didn't even take a pen.
He never took it.
I'm sure he would have scored it as well.
He didn't even take a pen, and still he's getting it now.
He's getting
licked. Me personally, I think the way Chelsea and Newcastle are moving, I don't understand. I think Tottenham is moving a little bit more, even more ambitious than they are. But I notice most Chelsea fans are kind of relaxed about what's going on in their club right now, and it's so unusual for me. is, I don't know, Patrick, what is giving you guys confidence that despite the whole thing going on, you just feel like Chelsea? Is it the manager that is giving you guys the confidence?
They already
He
have the
is-
players, isn't it?
I am, as I said in many things, I am gassed of this Xabi Alonso era. I'm gassed. I'm gassed purely because, like, he's not one to. He could go at opponents, and he's played against Premier League clubs already in his time with Real Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen, and the way that he goes about it is brilliant. But like Bayer Leverkusen, yeah, we won the nearly the invincible treble. He goes to Real Madrid. He gets a 70% 70% win ratio, the highest of any Real Madrid manager at the time. You are like 7 points clear of Barcelona before the wheels fall off because, let's face it, Real Madrid are egos. And then the fact that he left, and the fact that Chelsea could have had Gary O'Neill, Iraola, Oliver Glasner, and we said, right, stop messing around, Xabi Alonso. I am gassed. And the fact that, again, Lacroix, Premier League, one of the best Premier League centre-backs at Crystal Palace and one of the best centre-backs in the league, 50 million, 65 million, damn right. I'm excited for that. The fact that we've got a right-back in already, which I'm ready for already. Like, the fact that Alonso is now talking to the board, talking to the sporting directors, talking to every single one of these people and say, right, these are the players I want. Don't get me less. It's just better than what we've had before. Because you have to realise, Tuchel was the last manager of this thing. Pochettino, Potter, Enzo Maresca were all head coach, and Leo Massini were all head coaches. This is manager. And the fact that he's speaking to players, none of the old managers did that. None of the old managers said, oh yeah, this is what I have planned for you. Not, this is what the club has for you. This is what I want you to do. This is what I want. I that. And the fact that we've got a manager now that I think won't take bullshit and will literally plough through what we need to do, I am gassed as a Chelsea supporter, and I will back Xabi Alonso all the way. I will back him all the way, even if we lose just one game, and even if it was, at least we tried, I would still back him. And yes, we've got Fulham, and we've got I forgot the other team that we have. Arsenal, the third game of the season, will be the big test for Alonso. And if the players are bought into the philosophy, and the players are bought in to what he wants, and what formation he wants, and what everything else, strap me in for the season. I don't care where it takes me. I don't care what road he takes me. I don't even care if it's a quick, 180 and then we stop for a little bit and then we go again. I'm ready for this season. And I can't wait. This time next Wednesday,
You know what?
I will watch every interview he gives and I will listen.
Does it mean your players will respect the ball more? Patrick, just let us know here now, first and live. Will your player respect the ball the more?
No comment, because we're not with Liam Rossinho anymore, all right? We're not with the English manager that talks absolute nonsense.
Patrick, you know what we're going to do, right? I want to just remind you this so we can know. This all or nothing that Manchester United wants to do, we should be watching. We should be watching this, and we should be ready to capitalize when something happens. You remember the way they made fun of us when we did our own all or nothing?
Yes.
So let's be prepared. I'm rubbing my hand palms together. I'm expecting something. Let them just give me a crumb for me to. Let them give me something to feast on.
Here's the history, real quick. It's all or nothing. Manchester City Centurions and wins the league and wins the Carabao Cup. Fine. The famous sit down, nobody talk. That moment is the meme, right? The what do you call it? The Tottenham one. You sack Pochettino, you bring in Jose. Harry Kane gets injured. The quote, the meme there, we are fucked. We are fucked. Right? Arteta, right? Arsenal, all of the thing Arsenal, yeah? This is the light bulb. This is the light bulb. We need to connect together and work together as the light bulb.
The light bulb.
This is it. If I want it, I want it to shine. This is what I want you to do, guys. Do the light bulb and we can shine. This is what I want you to do. Losing to Nottingham Forest, Tim going on a massive tangent. It's okay to lose, but when we lose like that, it's fucking embarrassing. It's a disgrace. And he storms out there, letting everybody lick their wounds. Newcastle, the collapse to Newcastle, the collapse to Tottenham. We've got plenty of memes. We've got plenty of memes. Yeah, you're Premier League champions. Yeah, you do that. But we've got the past we can just eat on. Yeah. Now, Manchester United. Manchester United, the same team that neglects the women's team, neglects the youths, neglects everybody. Ruben Amorim did not want this documentary. I wonder why.
Bro,
Michael
he
Carrick
told them at the start of the season that they would suffer anyway, and they suffered.
Yeah. and what did Ruben Amorim say? This season will not happen again. I promise you now. We will go in next season and we will do our best. Really? Because of half the season you weren't trying your best. So then, the fact that Ruben Amorim didn't want to do it, the fact that nobody in the club wanted to do it when Ruben Amorim was in charge, and the fact that now Michael Carrick is in charge. Oh dear.
I mean, it's a feel-good factor.
Champions League. They're celebrating Champions League.
I mean, it's a feel-good factor.
Yeah, I mean, imagine they lose to a Kazakhstani. No offense to the Kazakhstani teams, but imagine they lose to like a Ludogorets or Bodo Glimt or I don't know.
Call Bodo's name with call Bodo's name with some respect, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Imagine they lose to Bodo Glimt, or imagine they lose to somebody else. Yeah, I can't wait for the moment Bruno Fernandes has to take out his false teeth and starts nibbling on a biscuit.
Do you know who I'm waiting for? Is KG. I am going to be. I've already told KG. KG should just not try me.
One thing I'll say is United are getting ahead of themselves in terms of they did good the second half of the season with their new manager. They barely got more points than Arsenal, and Arsenal were stuttering.
Yeah,
they barely got more points than Arsenal. And then they claim, if Carrick was in charge, they might have won the league.
Race.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were winning and Arsenal were dropping points, there was like, we're going to win the league.
But they forget that they got knocked out of the first round of each competition that they were in, each cup competition that they were in. They had 2 cups.
Bro.
Arsenal had 4 cups.
To Grimsby, if they lose, if this happen again, you can big up Sport and Eddie. They lose to Grimsby. If they try that again this season with all or nothing on ground,
we'll be there.
That is the greatest of all shows. I'm going to tell you 1 billion views.
They forget they were having 3 weeks. They forget they were having 3 week rests at some points. They were having up to 3 weeks rest.
And then you got the likes of Chelsea playing 1 week a game, 1 week. Tottenham 1 week. Imagine we go to Old Trafford and slap them up. What are they going to do? What's their excuse? Because it's all on film, bro.
That is my prayer. That is what I'm looking forward to. Let Chelsea just beat them first.
They talk the talk. They spend the money.
Let them just. Wow. It will be monumental to watch. It will be monumental. I will officially buy the episode and stream it live. We They will be there.
Watch parties.
Look, next season, I give it about 7 weeks, and United fans will be crying. About
It
7
can't,
weeks.
it can't be worse. It can't be worse than what the chant was for Ten Hag. It's all about
Wait, who is going to be
Bruno Guimarães and Sanchi. They all part of an army under Ten Haggy.
Because they love.
Wait. Big up everybody that's watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. As you're coming in, just subscribe to the channel. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And we are just having fun here. The link is in the description. We'll probably have about 20 more minutes to wrap things up now and leave. But if you want to join, you can join up. But on your way in, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And we're just having vibes now. We're having vibes. Okay, so like I was saying, I said any FK from Manchester United, really, and they don't handle this right, and it falls apart. They used to claim they are the biggest club in England, right? They are like the biggest club in England. We actually make them the biggest shame in England. I promise them. KG will not. In fact, we will be there. We will be there.
And the fact that yeah, exactly. Look, I can't talk. I'm playing one game a week. Yeah, I'm playing one game a week. But if I see Manchester United slip up that much after playing nearly 4 games a week, I will be here. Yeah, they gave me so much shit. They gave me so much shit, right? But just remember, who made it to a cup final this season? We might have lost, but at least we went further than you in both cup competitions. Yeah. We went and played Arsenal in the semi-final of the Cup. We played Manchester City in the final of the FA Cup. Yeah?
Seriously, United were shit last season. They were serious. Exactly. That patch towards the end of the, why they were able to get third, really papered up everything. They actually had a terrible... In fact, where Amarin was carrying them, Amarin was carrying them to where they don't know. Where they carried them, they didn't know. He was ready to take them to inside. He was taking them inside the bush, but they were lucky and they savage things, honestly.
And you know what's even more funny about Manchester United right now? The fact that they were linked from day one of Matteo Fernandes, and he's about to go to Spurs.
To be honest with you, that signing, to be honest, it's not really a signing they should be making anyway.
But because Manchester United were going to get him, and the fact that they're going to get hijacked by Spurs, it's just it's phase 1 of all or nothing. They're getting nothing. Forget the part. Nothing.
To be honest with you, who do they replace him with though? Who does he actually play over in that midfield?
Probably Casemiro.
Casemiro's gone and they already got his replacement. And he's not the same kind of player as Casemiro.
It's just, it makes no sense with Manchester United. And the fact that they will say that they've got the biggest capacity in the show. Mate, you know what, they'll focus more on the leaky roof. Where it will literally say this: Manchester United 0, Arsenal 2, and instead of showing the players, it will just show that leaky roof from Old Trafford, that big massive waterfall, right? That big massive waterfall, and it's like Manchester United suffer another defeat, and it's just raining. You know what? With all the commentary as well, you know the narrators that everybody gets. Right. I'll laugh if it's Eric Cantona. I'll laugh. Because if Manchester United lose a game, it'll be like Manchester United lose a game. Shit.
They couldn't beat Old Trafford, and so they didn't beat Newcastle at St. James's Park too. I thought United beat Newcastle. Look, it was a draw.
It's just Man United
Um,
are in an anomaly. They are an anomaly.
That man will know in every game that he's played throughout his
They
career.
are such an
I
anomaly.
would just okay.
That was the best Jim Becker say as well. I was just going to say that.
They want to fix the. They want to use the money from all or nothing to fix their roof. Spot and ready is just taking a piece at this point.
Miami Vice remake.
It's just they are an anomaly. Even the fan, mate. I swear. You know what? Guys, I'm not gonna be bantering here, but in all seriousness, if any Manchester United fan in YouTube videos puts Manchester United first in the Premier League table, then you know it's Delulu. I'm sorry. But
They actually think they are going to do well this season.
if they say, "Oh, in second place, Arsenal," because I don't think Arsenal will do well this season. If they say Manchester United, you're Premier League winners, oh my God!
Has to go out to come back in.
And if they say, "Oh, the second half of the season was better than the first, and we can win this league," red light spells danger.
The way you KG is actually talking about title charge. You know, KG is talking about title charge.
This is the funniest thing.
talking about
He's not a
title
delusional. They forget that their second half of the season was literally because of how shit they did in the first half.
Like Liverpool dropped off, Chelsea dropped off.
No, it's not even about the drop off. It's the fact that they got knocked out of the only two competitions they were in. So they didn't actually have anything else to actually play for. Like literally, like if the games were there to play, where okay, they have to split their squad into two, or have the choice of actually playing their first teams in the competition. Let's say like they faced a Newcastle in the cup, they will definitely have to play their first choice squad. But they didn't have any of that to even worry about. It's literally just okay. This week you're playing, next week you're playing, next week you're playing, 3 weeks time you're playing.
And that's a great sentiment for Chelsea.
Yeah, that is one thing that you can do.
Test.
But then if you get knocked out of the cup like United did last season, I'll laugh at you. But
Yeah, if we get knocked out of the cups, then yeah, you know you can laugh at me. But you know, I'm not. I just want something this season. I just want something.
You know what, Patrick? Yeah?
I don't
you know
care.
What, Patrick?
I don't care.
You know what, Patrick?
Or I just want a trophy.
Patrick, let me tell you something. If you dare, I dare you to get knocked out very early in all the cup competition and act like Manchester United. You saw the way you took me even after I won the league, right? You saw the way you took me. As in Patrick here, sat for like almost like an hour. He was on a voice call with me for an hour.
Yeah.
And this guy was cooking me for 1 hour.
Yeah, but it's because you lost the Champions League. That was my insurance.
And I'm telling you to your face right now.
But that's a pretty horrible insurance to have, because
no, because you can have the Premier League. I just wanted my only team in your only team in London, champ.
I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Keep this, right? Keep this. I'm telling you now. Keep this. If we by the time we win that Holy Grail, which is the Champions League next season, Patrick, just know.
Yeah, people are actually noticing the trend.
You should just know that I'm going to be there. I am going to come for you everywhere. Even if you hide, I'm going to come for you.
Solomon, just know this. Third game of the season, it's me versus you. Yeah? Third game of the season, me versus you at the shit pit. Yeah? If I beat you, if Chelsea beat you, it won't be a 1 hour phone call. It will be a 24-hour phone call.
No, for the first time in 6 years.
You ain't beating me. You ain't beating me. You know that. When last did you even get a job?
If you do. You can't get to me. I'll be on hiding.
You guys ain't even get.
They've got quality players and all that. Have they got enough to go really deep into the competition?
I need a trophy this season, man. I need something. I need a domestic cup. Yes.
Nothing, bro.
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, funny enough, yeah. This whole trophy, the trophy count and all of that, yeah. It's a bit of a misleading. It's a misleading. How do I put it? Stats. Yeah, you can win a trophy and end up. Let's say like Tottenham now. The previous season before last, they beat United in the Europa League final, so they had a trophy. That papered over the cracks and then started bringing up conversation on if they had a better season than Arsenal that finished second in the league. This season, they had the same season as last season, probably even worse. So they didn't fix their problem.
Yeah, but if you're talking over the past 20 years with the trophy debate, it's Chelsea. It's Chelsea. I'm sorry, but it is. Right? But if we're talking now, I think Arsenal will definitely do. This is me now just talking, right? Forget the rivalry. Fuck the rivalry for me, yeah? I think Arsenal can go on a dynasty. I really do think they can. I
know that and I
think
believe
they can.
that. I know that and I believe that, yeah. But my point is the way Arsenal built in the last six, 7 seasons, where three in the last 4 seasons, we finished second 3 times and then ends up winning the league last season. That's a better judge of progress than
if we can make a dynasty or not.
Win the cup
This
now,
issue of dynasty or no dynasty, my own worry is, I feel Arteta is in the best position to continue from where he stops, right? Because of the kind of journey, he being the oldest manager in the league, I'm believing that he should be able to. The competition should not be as it used to be. But you never can tell, right? When the Liverpool won the league the previous season, they got it at 5. Mathematically, we assume that they should get better from there. But it doesn't. We all know that it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
you know it doesn't work that way. Let's be honest.
Nah, but my point with this here is that the fact that we were finishing second,
You know it doesn't work that way. That's why coming from a spotter now says, let me finish.
The lag is horrible. It's all on us. Yeah. So my point is Arsenal, yeah, we were finishing second 3 seasons in a row. People were joking, laughing. But what they didn't understand is the consistency to actually finish in that position.
Yeah.
That creates more of an issue than actually winning a one-off trophy, finishing 6th, 7th. When you finish 6th, 7th, and then win a cup, it's a cup.
Yeah.
So, Crystal Palace and Newcastle have literally won the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, and they finished well below.
Yeah.
And you don't really expect them to actually challenge for anything else apart from maybe the cup competition. So you winning the cup and then finishing 7th, 8th. Okay, yeah, you have a trophy in your cabinet, but have you really progressed? No. Okay, look at United under Mourinho. They won cups, but they're still where they are. So there's no actual progress. Where you see progress, you face in the league season, you face 35 of 38 matches of the same actual teams that you faced the previous season. Obviously, because you have to put in account the 3 that got promoted.
Yeah.
If you can't show progress against 35 teams that you face every season, it doesn't make any sense. So that's where
I get what you're saying, yeah.
So that's why it actually kind of pissed me off that, okay, yeah, you can joke about second. And obviously the Liverpool winning season, clearly you could see Arsenal was actually way worse than the previous two. And then this season, it turns out Arsenal played their worst football in those 4 years and ended up winning because they already know how to do it, basically.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying with the second. It's just like I thought in my mind, considering you finishing second, it would have been the biggest like if you didn't do it, then when? Or if
Obviously, if we didn't do it this season, then there should have then there would have been a lot bigger questions to ask. However, the way that we did it this season wasn't the same way we played the other 3 seasons or the other 2 out of 3 seasons. But then we still ended up doing it because obviously the players know what to do now, and they actually basically did what they had to do. But then people forget, even in the off season where Liverpool ended up winning it, Arsenal ended up in the Champions League semi-finals losing to PSG, who went on to that final and beat the other finalists 5-0.
Inter Milan, yeah.
Ended up, who wins the Champions League final 5-0?
That game was shocking to me. That game was shocking. How do you win a Champions League final 5-0? It doesn't make sense. Champions League 5-0, that's bad. And that's why I said it. You know, we said it before. Yeah, go on.
It was Inter Milan as well. The fact that it was Inter Milan.
See, Patrick, I am favor used to say something. I said, I prefer to play a 1-0 than to play a 2-1. Like I said, even though, you know, the way you guys were, you know, glazing the Bayern Munich and PSG game, when you're saying it was the best game in the world, blah, blah, blah. I told you, I said, even though as a football fan, I love that game, I don't want my team to partake in that kind of a game. I prefer the way we played, whereby we lost on penalties. And you can call us, we had 39% possession. But PSG actually didn't. We made sure that the best team in the world did not create anything serious. So I prefer that kind of a game than for me to go there and then imagine we go and play that game. Maybe we open up against PSG in the last game, and PSG gave us 4-2 or 4-1. Can you imagine how it would look like, even as an Arsenal fan? I'm sure many of us will be more disappointed than the way we ended this game. The way Arsenal ended the game right now, we are happier with the result, even as an Arsenal fan, than if we had lost the game 4-0 or lost the game 3-1. Or favor, do you think I'm
Inter Milan fans get into that final. Okay, you go to watch your team play in a Champions League final, and you're just looking at the other team celebrate 5 times. 6 times technically, because when they lift the trophy.
Yeah.
It don't make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Even when Man City, man, Lukaku sabotaged them without even like he came on and Zagi's like, right, I'm gonna put you as the big man. You're meant to save our season. Go on, you go there, right? You'll be the man. Lukaku comes on and he's like, I'm about to fuck you up in ways that you never imagined.
Bro, why do you think Arsenal started habits over Gyökeres?
Ryan, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me, guys. You know, pleasure to be here.
Robert, you ain't pulling us off with that, lads. You ain't pulling us off.
I know he's Robert. Don't mind him. He's not. He's trying to look for trouble. Robert is trying to look for trouble.
He's a Newcastle fan looking for trouble because he ain't got anything to say.
You know what I'm going to ask you guys? Let's just answer the question on the screen, right? It was Robert who asked this question. He said, "Who wins the trophy first? Arsenal, United, Newcastle, or Chelsea?" So I'm very good. He actually added himself to the. You actually added yourself to the conversation, Robert. How? Please explain.
Please. I was an early 1701. That's not my channel.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what I want yet. I don't know who that is. Whoever that is a legendary guy, though. He's a good guy. He's a quality.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Should you even be putting Newcastle in this conversation in the first place? Should Newcastle be in this conversation? Newcastle of all clubs. You guys are doing do you call it, is it yard sale? You people used to call it yard sale. I don't know what are you doing. You guys are just selling everything. You're just selling everything, and you want to win the league before. Look at the people you just mentioned.
A trophy, any trophy.
It still doesn't matter. What do you mean?
Robert, you need to remind yourself, that Arsenal are in the Community Shield.
Oh yeah.
I think I also need to remind myself that Arsenal have won their first league in 22 years. They couldn't win the Carabao Cup against Thingy. They lost to PSG.
You won your first trophy in 70.
I forgot about that. Oh my god, my brain's gone dead. You know, is they take a penalty, even though he's shocking the penalties.
This UK heat wave has literally killed half of our brain cells. I can't lie.
Yeah.
This UK heat wave is murdering us all.
No, I see. I see this UK. Everybody is easily complaining about the UK heat. People, you should be used to it by now. But according to what they told me, they said the heat is even serious than the heat we have here in Nigeria.
Nah, the heat is much different, bro. It's different.
No, you don't. You do not understand. We have this. The UK heat is worse.
Look here, we have the same temperatures as Lagos right now, but it's different.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's different.
The UK heat wave is like waiting for Arsenal fans, waiting for United fans to drop their watch-alongs for their documentary. It's going to be fire.
Right. You also got to say, like in African countries or in European countries, you got the sea air, right? Where we are, we're nowhere near the sea. Like we've got the Mediterranean. We've got nowhere.
I think the problem with here is the sea surrounds the UK. So when there's heat, all that water gets evaporated and gets on our skin. In Africa, depending on where you are, there's no sea around, so you can sweat it out. Over here, you can't sweat. You literally can't sweat. If you sweat, it's long. It gets long.
It's pain over here.
And how long is this heat? How long is this summer going to last for? When is it going to start?
This heat wave is 1 week. Next week is back down. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah, next
week the temperatures are back down.
Next week will be back in the teens. We've had like 34, 35, nearly 40 degrees.
Oh.
Patrick knows, you know, Solomon. My eldest child threw up because of the heat. That's that his body couldn't handle it. He was thrown up. He threw up twice this week because of the heat.
Yeah,
I think it's bad. Especially for him, it's bad.
The lowest temperatures, that's at nighttime this week. The lowest temperatures this week at nighttime. That's the highest temperatures next week.
It sucks. With this. One more thing about this heat wave is like when it's the heat wave and you have your windows open over here, it's gonna do shit. It just lets more heat in.
It's worse, yeah.
Like it's a hot pot. Even like if you're on a bus, you're screwed. You're the amount of bodies that are in that bus, you're fucked. You can feel the heat. Yeah, and this is why we call the UK government divends, because we can't have air conditioning.
Yeah, that's the most annoying part of the UK, the air cons.
Mm-hmm. Like the government claim that it's energy emissions that are causing, and it would like crap all of the batteries in the UK. Shut up. You go outside, you start living like a normal person instead of a posh twat, and you live like this for a week. Yeah, a week.
But Patrick,
you will not be able to live like us for a week.
Are we also forgetting this is the same government who had parties during COVID? So why the hell are we relying on these dickheads?
I want aircon in every single house as of next year. I don't care how much it will cost. I don't care if it costs £1 trillion or $1 billion. Get air cons in these houses because I can't live like this no more. I can't.
Sorry about that. Sorry. Make una no vex. Make una manage. And then, but for you to claim that, go and show your taxpayers, whatever list, whatever. Go and show your tax, or you bring your passport or the rest. Go and show before we answer you. Right,
Solomon, I'll put it this way, yeah. UK government. Let me just put it this way. UK government. If you can find the money to build Manchester United's new circus ground, you have at least found the money to get air cons. Stop funding their fucking circus airing and do Cirque du Soleil and sort our heat du Soleil.
Are you in Manchester? So
what I feel is that at least the new builds should have aircon. The new builds should have aircon, but the old ones are a bit tricky to actually get aircons in.
Anyway, guys, we have to wrap it up now. Thank you much for being on the show. It was not a planned show. That's why the whole thing is we just got it. It was all over the place today. I didn't prepare anything for the show. In fact, I was still using the old things for the show for the show. Really, I just got the news of Guimarães from Roberts, and I felt like I just need to be like, thank you guys for showing up for the show today.
If we could close it off with an Ornstein bomber just to close the show. Manchester City make an improved bid to sign Elliot Anderson from Forest. No agreement yet, as clubs are in direct talks over the latest proposal. Man City push hard close to the evaluation gap.
Wait, hold on. Is Man City actually going to buy this guy over 115 or 130 or whatever? What do you want to buy? Do this actually mean this?
Got to be. Fabrizio Romano's just done a blue dot, eyes, and a British emoji. #MCFC.
Wow.
So they're getting close.
Wow.
It could be here we go soon.
Wow.
We've also on another bomber, we've also had a bomber come out saying Newcastle's rejected Tottenham's latest bid for Tonali.
That's a good sign for City.
Decided against it.
What's going on with this transfer market? This thing is crazy. It's actually crazy.
So that means he would have to start with the signing for that thing.
Nah. This is actually mad. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on the show today. We're going to have to wrap it up now. Thank you so much. I want to go and watch a credit. I think I can see that people is watching the game because I can hear it in the background. Let me talk. Thanks, guys, for joining the show today. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Pleasure, my man.
Thank you.
All right, Patrick.